Well, you can't train the world. You can't get the world to behave in a way. That's why we talk about being unconditional. And unconditional means you know the laws of the universe. You know that you're going to get to where you want to be. You know that you're being called. And here's the thing. You know that path of most allowing, or that path of least resistance? I'm going to say something in a way that you have not heard before. Your journey is more fun because there's resistance on your path. It just is. It's more fun. You don't really want a straight, swift line to the things you want. You think you do. You think you do, but it's so much more interesting to figure it out as you go, to solve the resistance, to be hands-on creator, to be molding the clay, to get better and better at this, to see the results that you get. Think about it. If you were mentoring your child, Esther remembers cooking an early Thanksgiving dinner with Tracy, who was about 14 at the time. And she wasn't chopping fast enough, and she wasn't putting the butter in the butter molds fast enough, and she wasn't wiping the silverware fast enough. And Esther just kept coming up behind her and doing a little bit of whatever it was she was doing to try to hurry it along. And finally, Tracy just put the knife down and looked at her mother and said, "I'm going away." She went into another room. It was no fun to play with her mother. She couldn't get it right. Everything that she was trying to do, she couldn't be fast enough. Ooh. What an important thing for Esther to realize. In other words, she wasn't giving her an opportunity to succeed. She wasn't giving her an opportunity. The universe is giving you all of the opportunities to find your way, to get better at this, and to get better at this, and to get better at this, to satisfy yourself, to show yourself, to feel the self-satisfaction of figuring that out and doing it a little differently, because the universe will respond to whatever you've figured out. Say it again. The universe is responding to whatever you've figured out. So the universe is giving you this constant, wonderful mentoring feedback about where you are in relationship to everything you want, with no judgment whatsoever. It's like, here's where you want to be, and here's where you are. Come on, let's have fun with this. Come on, let's have fun with this. So those rascals that you want to call rascals because they seem uncooperative and they feel like they're causing you to feel negative emotion, they are actually your best teachers and your greatest gift, because what they're showing you is that they're not going to adjust for you. You're going to do the adjusting for you. And that's the only place that freedom ever comes from, when you figure out how to navigate your trail. And sometimes you throw resistance on it just because it's kind of fun. And sometimes you've got more resistance on your trail than you want. And you always have more resistance on your trail than you need. But it's just sort of the product of life. You're always standing in a place. So it goes like this. You're sifting through the contrast, knowing what you don't want, knowing what you do want, launching the rocket. Now there's a gap, always a gap, because you're always asking for something more than you habitually are offering vibrationally. Did you hear that? You're always going to ask for more than you right now believe, because you're expanding. So isn't that logical? So you've asked for more, you're not up to speed, and you feel great or slight discord. Now if you practice this for a while, it will always feel like slight discord. And since you're sensitive to your emotion and it's slight discord, there's not strong momentum, so it's easy for you to clean it up. So now you do. You think the thoughts that feel better, you soothe those thoughts, you close that gap, and now you stand in perfect alignment, and now it manifests. So you get what you were asking for. You also get a whole new set of contrasting experiences that cause you to expand further. And you do. And then you close that gap, and then you stand in that new place with a whole new set of expanding experiences. This is the eternalness of life. So we want you to adjust into that understanding that you're always going to be reaching for more than you're right now quite ready for, and that's the fun of life. That's learning how to navigate. That's the satisfaction of adjusting your vibration. That's the mastery that you're looking for. It's the mastery of your own emotions. It's the mastery of your own focus. But thought and emotion go together. So focus and feel, and focus and feel, and focus and feel. Focus and feel and refocus, and feel and refocus, and feel and refocus and feel. And we don't want it to sound exhausting, because it isn't, because you get this momentum going where you begin to feel invincible, because you've got this cadre of non-physical energy right there with you, flowing toward everything that you want. That feeling of invincibility is authentic, because there is nothing that cannot be orchestrated on your behalf, provided you're not blocking it with contradictory thought. Don't you love knowing that? Doesn't it make you eager to just contemplate and relax? And doesn't it make you want to just have immediate closure? Esther was telling a friend the other day, she remembers the Nestle's, whatever it was. She thought it was a dog with a big mouth. Nestles. Nestle's makes the very best chocolate. And Esther remembers clomping her mouth shut. She couldn't understand why her teeth didn't sound like the teeth of the puppet on television. But that's that feeling of closure that comes to her mind. Closing my mouth, closing my mind when I'm on a track and increasing momentum that's throwing more resistance on the trail. It's so easy to do once you decide. It's easy to do once you get momentum going with you.